Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone, 100 ahead, 100 back in the building. One more again. You see the title, I'm not going to hold you, and we're going to get right into it. But before I start the video, rest in peace, Big Jug. Rest in peace, Young Dolph, and everybody else who lost their life as a result of the tragedy. And condolences, to the families of everybody that was affected by, the loss of these individuals. Okay, so now, man, this video is a little different. And shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with the channel, man. If you not rock with the channel already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on the way in. This is the illest YouTube channel out there, and we're going to continue to bring you nothing but that heat. But anyway, y'all just try to pick up what I'm putting down. So, for those of y'all that don't know, or for those of y'all that don't understand, if you're not from the streets, a lot of times when you see a situation unfold, you feel like, oh man, damn, that was bad. What happened to them? And as in the case of Young Dolph and how he got assassinated. Oh man, it's bad. What happened to him? And pretty much now I'm gonna give y'all a more well-rounded and in-depth look into this entire story. So make sure you stay to the end of the video, because you definitely don't want to miss this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. So Young Dolph slept with Yo Gotti baby mother and put it on blast, put it all on social media, as well as he put it in his songs. And because he knew, Yo Gotti knew about it, and Yo Gotti didn't speak about it or he ain't say nothing, Young Dolph made a song referring to Yo Gotti as Ho Gotti. Let's stop right there. Now, let's take the person that we know as Young Dolph out of the equation and Yo Gotti by name out of the equation. What I mean by that is, let's forget that they are who they are, just for the sake of trying to get an understanding. Be it you in the streets, or be it you a regular 9-to-5 civilian. If somebody has sex with your kid's mother, and you know that they're doing it to taunt you, then they go about taunting you, as well as disrespecting you, which is a direct shot to your manhood, your character, what you stand for as an individual. What are you going to do? And the reason why I pause is because I really want that to sink in for a second. See, you have all of the Young Dolph fans that, they're saying long live Dolph, and, pre, and, they was hating on Dolph, and, pretty much they wanted to get rid of Dolph because Dolph ain't want to sign the CMG. Man, y'all wrong. It's a whole lot more to this story than y'all know. It's a whole lot more people involved in this story that y'all don't even know. Until now. Until now. I'm going to put you on. Make sure you like the video. I'm telling you, and stay to the end of the video, because it's about to get spicy, right? So, okay. So now we got that clear. And that information could be verified, that Young Dolph slept with Yo Gotti's baby mother and start taunting him, start disrespecting him, so forth and so on. Gotti didn't respond. Okay, cool. Now, what would make Young Dolph disrespect Yo Gotti? They're from the same city. They from Memphis. And everybody know at one point in time they was cool. Now you got people who give different stories, say that Gotti was, trying to take over and he wanted his hands in everything and he wanted, to have control over everything and he wanted Young Dolph to come up under him and that was some bullshit. It's not, because that's what a boss do. A boss want everybody under his thumb. That's why he a boss. It's just like Nino Brown. If a $5 bag of weed gets sold in this park, I want in. His name is Gotti. What do you think's supposed to happen? Yo Gotti was popping in the music industry, in the music business first. Then Young Dolph came in after that. Of course he wanted him to come under him. That's how the game go. That's how the streets go. That's how bosses move. They want to control the game. What happened with Facebook was bosses. Instagram start popping. What Facebook do? Facebook bought that. Give me that. Boom. Put you right under Facebook. Man, that's how life work in the fast lane now. If you are just a regular civilian, you work a 9 to 5, or you never been in the streets, or you never moved as a boss, you're not going to understand the language. You're not going to understand the movement. And so I understand why you're going to take it personal. But that's what a boss does. A boss wants everything to come under him, to fall under him in certain situations. Now you have some bosses, they go about it a different way. They lock the game down to a point to where, man, the only way you're going to get in is if you come through me. So they do it a little bit more subtle. So some people don't like the approach of Yo Gotti and they want to blame Yo Gotti for all of these unfortunate events. But at the end of the day, Young Dolph was the one that slept with Yo Gotti's baby mother, taunted him and disrespected him. Any man in that situation is going to react. And the reaction is not going to be a handshake and a smile. So that's for one. Now, I just asked a question a couple of minutes ago, and the question was, why do you think that Young Dolph slept with Yo Gotti's baby mother? Okay, so it was a personal issue. Because if we go backwards in time, at one point in time, Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane was cool. They was close. They made a lot of music together. At one point in time, they drifted apart. As the story goes, when Gucci Mane was locked up, Yo Gotti slept with his girl, Keisha Kayor. And he even went so far as to try to rub it in Yo Gotti's face. So, Gucci Mane started doing his business with Young Dolph. And a lot of other artists in the Atlanta area was rocking with Dolph. But they wasn't rocking with Dolph because, or solely and specifically behind the issue of Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti. Remember, Young Dolph said in a lot of his songs that he was a big trapper. As a matter of fact, at one time he was fronting Yo Gotti brother Big Jook. Word on the street is that Young Dolph was getting money with Gucci Mane, Keisha Kayor, and Rollo, allegedly. And so this explains why when Rollo came home, shout out Fam Goon, Fam America, this is why when Rollo came home, he said he's not signing to Yo Gotti, he's not rocking with, CMG. So wait, let me stop right there just so I could, give you an understanding before we go on in the video. So Young Dolph was mad that Yo Gotti disrespected Gucci Mane by sleeping with Keisha Kayor and talking about it. So what Young Dolph did is slept with Yo Gotti baby mother and spoke about it. That's pretty much saying, you know, I want war, I want smoke, I want all the smoke. So this is why you have these Atlanta artists who are more aligned with Yo Gotti. With Young Dolph. And so many people are against Yo Gotti. See, because they don't understand the full story. Like, this thing get deeper. This thing get deeper than what it is that y'all know. And everybody out here screaming, long live Dolph and flipping it. Dolph was disrespectful. Let's keep it green. Dolph was disrespectful. And anybody from the streets know that the kind of disrespect that Dolph dished out against Yo Gotti, anybody in the streets, no, the scenario would have turned out the way that it is right now. And it just would have been different people, names involved. And all of this information is allegedly. If you want, you can go back and you can do your research for yourself, because everything is verifiable. Hit the like button, because I'm giving you the real deal, right? So now, this is how we understand the big fallout behind Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane. This is how we understand the fallout between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. These instances involved females. So females is the root of the war. Now, we're not saying that females directly said, okay, well, I want y'all to go to war over me. But these circumstances boil down to situations that transpired with females. So if anybody wanted to know why Gucci Mane was going to Memphis and trying to snatch up and sign all of those Memphis artists, now you understand, because he didn't want them to sign to Yo Gotti. And so that's the war that been brewing in the background. You know, that's the issues and the tension that been brewing in the background between these two. But you want to know the one thing I respect about the issues between Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti is that although they had their issues that involve the females and what have you, they moving like bosses. And they realize that there's too much money out here, and it's too much life to live to be out here trying to kill each other. So what they doing is they doing it on a level, you know, that it makes sense in terms of dollars. They having and throwing their little pot shots or whatever, but it's not the kind of situation that leads to war. Because they had their little issue, Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti, they had their little discrepancy, and they just decided, yo, you know what? We was cool at one time. You crossed me. I can't rock with you. You stay over there. I stay over here. And pretty much it is what it is. But it didn't go to the level that it went to with Young Dolph, because the disrespect of Young Dolph was on a whole nother level. You calling Big Jook, you know, Yo Gotti big sister. You know, you a boss. And to be honest with you, a lot of Young Dolph artists, or a lot of people on Young Dolph, you know, side of the coin, that done got hurt, that done got injured, that done been casualties of this CMG and Pre thing going on. It's as a result of Young Dolph actions. And y'all could pick sides, and y'all could pick Dolph as the favorite as y'all want. But if we gonna be real, man, let's just be real, so that we could learn from the scenario, so that people could learn what not to do. You don't disrespect, you know, another man and think it's not gonna be no repercussions. You don't have an issue with a man and then you try to poke him, you know, by going and having sex with the man baby mother. Knowing that y'all got issues, you know exactly what it is that you're trying to do. But somewhere in Young Dolph mind, he convinced himself that Yo Gotti was a hoe. See, he forgot. It don't matter if a man's soft or tough. So long as they got this, they could put it on your head, boy. They could get you gone. So, like, man, let's learn from this scenario. And it's a couple of more things that I want to touch on in terms of, you know, this situation. So, man, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I just wanted to stop in real quick and give you this part one. But part two is more than likely going to come behind it. You know, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I've just put the information out there. It's up to you to decide what it is you want to believe, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to find out what's really good. But I think with this situation, I feel that it's important before anybody picks sides, say which side you like more and say, well, it's good for this one and laugh at this one and da-da-da. It's that let's get to the root of exactly what happened. And what happened in this situation is that young Dolph disrespected Yo Gotti in a way that, because Gotti who he was in the streets, you know, it was no way that it could go down like that. And it's not to say that Yo Gotti was directly involved. It could have, you know, been whatever outside sources, influences, or people that was close to Gotti and had love for him. They decided that they wanted to answer that. So just look at this as a cautionary tale. And realize, man, don't be out here disrespecting, you know, nobody, disrespecting, you know, the girl, them as an individual, and call yourself putting somebody on blast because you think you tough. Because anybody could get their nose wiped. And at the end of the day, that's what's really good. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Second one about to drop in a minute.